The Forgotten Great Pyramids of the Igbos in Nigeria. On the Udi highlands of Enugu State, the Nsud Pyramids once stood as a testimony to Black Africa's level of cultural enlightenment. Built with hardened red mud and clay, the structures lasted centuries until the 1930s, when degradation followed years of negligence, so much that today only their faint outlines can be traced. A report on the monuments published in Wikipedia describes them as one of the unique structures of Igbo culture. Appeals have been made in the past by the community leaders as well as historians for the restoration of the circular pyramids, which bear striking resemblance to the step pyramid of Saqqara, in Egypt. Unless the Nigerian government takes appropriate steps to reconstruct them, that historical monument will remain, perhaps, one of Black Africa's greatest losses to world civilization. Now, scholars believe there were more to them, with the possibility they may rewrite the history of Black Africa. Even more compelling is the attraction it holds for tourism in Nigeria. At a time the pyramids in Egypt have turned the economic mainstay of the North African country, with approximately 14.7 million tourists flocking in a year, revenues peaked in excess of $12.5 billion as recently as in 2010. It is still a mystery why the Nsud Pyramids, which once stood with circumferences of about 80 feet and a pinnacle reaching up to 40 feet, according to information obtained online, were constructed in the first place. Much of what were known of them were tales about how they were used in times past for surveillance against hostile neighbor during inter-community wars. It was not until 1935 that an anthropologist and colonial administrator in the area, Mr. G.I. Jones, took what is, perhaps, the only surviving photographs of the historical monuments, and after printing them, scribbled behind them what has today become vital information. His photographs were not made public until a few years back, when they were published by his estate. Apart from oral historical accounts of the pyramids, the limited information provided are reproduced from notes written by Jones on the black and white photographs. There is even a theory that the British colonialists may have conspired to degrade the structures, whose discovery sharply contradicted their position that Black Africa lived with no civilization until their arrival. The visit by community officials to the site, however, revealed that it was still possible to fully restore them. Between the Nigerian pyramids and those of Egypt, the similarity ends with the conical shape. It still remains a mystery, for instance, when and how the Nsud pyramids were built. Archaeologists believe the clay/mud pyramids may have been built at the same time the first or second wave of Egyptian pyramids were built by the Nubians, but no records are available on the actual period when they came into being. The Egyptian pyramids were built by moving huge stones from a quarry and dragging and lifting them into place. Built during the reign of 4th dynasty Egyptian pharaoh Khufu over a 20-year period ending in 2540 BC, the 2.3 million cubic meters pyramids at Giza, with base measurement of 227.5 meters and vertical height of 137.2 meters, is believed to have involved about 60,000 laborers. The Nsud pyramids were made of tons of hardened red mud and clay. While those great pyramids on the Giza Plateau of Egypt, including the massive sculpture known as the Great Sphinx, have historically become symbols of Egyptian culture and world civilization, Nigeria and the black race have not benefited culturally from the Nsud pyramids in any way. If restored, they may yet rewrite Black Africa's history. More importantly, in terms of potentials for tourism in Nigeria, it is a goldmine waiting to be tapped. Let us know what you think about this in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe if you haven't. All our subscribers are called Afro citizens. Subscribe now to become an Afro citizen.